Hey guys, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to be updated every time I make a new video. Thanks, let's begin. Yep, it's definitely like the first movie. Yet... Eraser Reborn. This is the 2022 sequel, remake, reboot to the original Eraser, and was directed by John Pogue. Unlike what Warner Brothers did with Deep Blue Sea 3, which was also directed by Pogue, and have the film be released on the same day, month as the original, this one was released 2 weeks earlier. So close. This review will contain a lot of comparisons between the first movie and this one. You'll see why in a bit. The plot. There is a special task force in the FBI, known for wiping out people's existence, erasing them. A woman has sought out their assistance, but things get hairy when there's a damn close call, and she is almost killed. Now, she's under federal protection. One man, a U.S. Marshal, will watch over her, while many others will backstab them. Do you like the sound of that plot? Cool. I just copied and pasted it from my review for Eraser, minus a change in one word. If you can guess that word, I'll leave your comment pinned in the comment section. A sleeker requel to the original, Eraser Reborn ditches the bulky, beefy hero for someone who can be seen putting up more of a physical fight. It makes for more fist fights, which are not too shabby. It made sense in the first one that Arnold had a mentor that was around the same age. Throwdowns are naturally a bit harder for them, so switching it up with a younger duo was a nice touch. This film is actually very professional looking. This was shot in Cape Town, South Africa. It really brings a lot of the location's cultural style to life. Unlike filming in the water in Deep Blue Sea 3, John Pogue travels inland to the slums that bring a rustic appearance to the film. I really dug it. It also has some really cool sets for the characters to run around in, like claustrophobic alleyways that have sheets of metal acting as fences on either side of them. Speaking of the characters, we have Mason Pollard, played by Dominic Sherwood, who plays the titular Eraser this time around. And he actually has a rebirth in this movie of some sorts. He goes through this transition where he doesn't know who to trust, but does have feelings for our main heroine. He actually has feelings, unlike John Kruger in the first film. Mind you, both angles work. It's just a nice change for the Eraser character, who is supposed to be detached from everyone and everything. We even see he lives on a farm and has animals like an ostrich and hippo. The ostrich has a humorous scene, while the hippo his scene is pretty awesome. Anyway, just who is Pollard protecting? Rina Kimura, played by Jackie Leigh, doesn't play the damsel. She also fights the baddies and is clever. She does things that are crafty and take the pursuers off guard.
Stop the car! Easy, don't shoot at that. Rina!
Although, at first, she doesn't seem like the kind of girl who would take orders from anyone. She kind of won me over when she backs her words up. It was a nice change of pace, from a forcible, strong female character to have one that can actually talk the talk and yet walk the walk. From the movie's trailer, Paul Whitlock, played by McKinley Belker III, seemed like he was going to be phoning in his performance.
Something very serious must have happened.
However, McKinley actually surprised me. He's a bit of a smartass who knows pretty much every move Pollard tries. He also taunts him for having feelings for Rina, and digs under his skin every chance he gets.
You like her?
Marco Sari, played by Nathan Castle from Slumber Party Massacre 2021, is quite the menacing character. He loses a friend and then severs his finger to vow pledge or something. It's like he owes a debt to the dead man, and it won't be fulfilled until Rena is taken out. He's got a menacing physique as well. Owners of the Sugar Shack, Sugar Jacks, played by Eddie Ramos, and his sole partner of the business, Zama, played by Thembekal Kamai, are Mason's backup buddies. Jax owes Pollard after he saved his life. They make for a decent comedy relief. They're not as good as the first film's backup comedy relief, but still.
Turn that shit off!
This movie, it will get a lot of hate for being unoriginal. And it kind of is. But I think the characters in some instances are a bit better fleshed out and easier to keep track of than the original. Shocking, I know. To keep with the theme of surprises, let's get into the next part of the review. The gore, the effects. We get some bloody stabbings and bullet hits. There's a guy who is impaled on an animal tusk. When you notice it, you'll see it coming miles away. Now, the effects on the hippo are not too shabby. However, them rhino effects are really janky. The last scene had me cheer, and then I had to laugh because of how it looked. I really hate to say this, but the effects on the rhino are pretty much Asylum level effects. Now, the first film had $100 million to work with. And judging by Deep Blue Sea 3's budget, which had $5 million or so, some things I guess just had to be rushed. The motion picture soundtrack, Mark Killian, who also composed Deep Blue Sea 3, brings another great techno-like score to a Pogue production. You can tell it was the same composer as on his last feature, but it does enough differently to work. It's got rockin' guitar work, and the electric energy really amplifies what could have been dull fights. It's definitely a great score. Overall, while it's pretty much beat for beat the first film, I still had fun with Eraser Reborn. Would have I liked to see Arnold in the sequel? Not really. I feel his pencil's eraser is almost all but scratched out by this point. Eraser, pencil, get it? This was a fine film that had a better script with the characters but lacked on other things. In my interview with John Pogue, which will be up later today, I asked him about the railguns and such, and he had a fitting response. I enjoyed Eraser Reborn, but feel some things needed to be improved on. I know John has future projects planned, and I can't wait for them. I'm so excited for the next one, the possible next one. I do hope he returns with the cast and crew to work on a third Eraser movie. Just don't redo Eraser again. Keep the franchises alive and fresh. Overall, I give Eraser Reborn a 2.5 out of 5. Thank you all for watching, and I'm Brian Gatto, the Horror Shark. Make sure to like, comment on, as well as share this video. Like my Facebook fan page and support me on Patreon, or even $1 a month will help keep this channel going on strong, and I greatly appreciate it. Plus, you get access to body counts and other music videos that you cannot get on YouTube because of copyright and age restriction. Monetary support. If you want to support the channel through PayPal, it's horrorshow37@gmail.com. I greatly appreciate that too. I know times are tough with the inflation, but any amount helps, and if you don't want to support me with any money, that's totally fine. Just hit that notification bell to be notified every time I make a new video, and as always, subscribe.